again, you can remove the SmugMug header knots. You can add a custom header in here, the footer, custom footer, and then bottom JavaScript. This button down here is a very important button, the email it button. What this is going to do is if you are in here modifying the look of your site and you've made changes, you know everything is working, but you want to come back in and maybe modify it or add something new, I recommend clicking email it. What that is going to do is that is going to email you a text of everything you have on this page. That way, if you modify something and break something, you can always revert back to your previous version by pasting that text in that email back in here. There is no undo button in here, and there is no history. So if you change something and it's incorrect and you make it live on your site, there is no way to just click and undo. You would need to grab that from your email. So that's why I recommend anytime you're starting on changing anything, use this email button. So while I'm in here, why don't I show you what you can do with advanced customization. If you go to our help homepage, it's just help.smugmug.com. And customization. Here, customize your site. There are some most requested customization tips. And the one that I'm going to show you, they're grouped into different sections, and show you what they look like. It'll either take you to another help page with the information you can copy and paste, or it'll take you to a link to dgrin.com. And this is our official support forum. This forum is owned by SmugMug, and it's a place where you can share your photos, sell or purchase gear, talk about photography, and at the very bottom are the support forums. So you can go to the SmugMug Customization Forum, and there's all sorts of tutorials in here and help that you can get on this advanced customization. So if you're ever trying to do something and you might not know exactly how to do it, or you're having issues with, say, your HTML or JavaScript, you can come here and start in, I would suggest doing a search at first, because there's already tons of content in here. And if you can't find it using a search, start a new thread and say, this is my site, this is what I'm trying to do, and the people here will help you out with it. And this is completely free here. And our support heroes do monitor this forum, so you're getting help from the community, but you're also getting help from SmugMug staff as well. All right, so under the most requested customization tips, I'm going to go to number 37. Want a banner, navbar, slideshow, and a separate galleries page. And I'm going to click the link to the step-by-step tutorial. And I'm going to quickly add this. If you want to, you just saw how I got here. You can read the exact directions on your own. Basically, the information we want is in yellow, and we're going to be adding this. So it says add this section to the bottom JavaScript. So I'm going to go back here and go to bottom JavaScript, paste it in. And the next section is CSS. So I'm going to select all of that and add it to the CSS box. And this part here is more CSS. It's an optional field if I want. Basically what I'm doing is this is my homepage right now where I have banner added, navigation, slideshow, but it has a gallery box. I don't necessarily want this gallery box on my homepage, so what I'm doing now is removing it. And this section, I'm removing it with advanced customization. So what this section right here is doing is when I'm logged in, it's still going to show it on my homepage, so I can easily navigate my unlisted galleries. And I'm going to want to copy that to the CSS. And that also. And that's it. So now I'm going to update it. And I'm going to go back to my Easy Customizer. And modify my navigation bar now. So when I refresh this page in my logged out browser, you'll see that my galleries page is now gone. But when I'm logged in, it still shows it. And in the Easy Customizer, I'm going to go to Navigation Bar, click Navigation Bar Builder, and instead of Portfolio, since I already have those individual portfolio galleries, I'm going to add Galleries. And there's no selection in the drop-down for this, so you're going to need to add the URL in directly. It is just your URL/galleries. Click OK, Publish, OK. And let's check it in a logged out browser. And there's the Galleries button. I'm going to click it. And now it created a separate page for your Galleries box. So now if I wanted to hide these two galleries, I could, and then just have maybe clients in here, or you can use it for whatever needs you have. But so we created a SmugMug site with a banner, navigation bar, with a slideshow running, and then the navigation bar takes us to the individual portfolio galleries that we've created. And then also through advanced customization, we removed the galleries box from the home page and added it to its own separate page. And that is most of the Easy Customizer. How about we, about 15 minutes, how about we go through some questions? Are there any other questions?
That is the most silliest question I've ever heard from anybody in my life. We've got Carla and I are typing in about 400 miles an hour here, trying to actually, and again, we've been able to actually do most of things, you know, but some of them I think they apply to so many people as well. I think they're kind of recovering. A couple of things. Let's start at the basics first. Basics. It was a kind of a pretty full-on one. I bought a domain name from a location and cannot get it to work, or how to add it. Can you just go through how to associate in the URL bar?
Sure.
The main domain, please.
So on the help pages, if you search for domain or CNAME, it will bring up some results. How do I set up a custom host name domain? The two different sections that you need to set up are a CNAME, a www CNAME, and an A record. Or if you are setting up a subdomain, you would not need the A record and you only need the CNAME. And instead of a www record, you will use your subdomain for that text. So if you used galleries.yourdomain.com, the www here would be replaced with galleries. So these are the two important settings. And once you get these set up, you will need to add your custom domain name into your account settings. So on your home page or any page you're on, click Tools, Account Settings. And on here it is under Style and Custom Domain. So you would just enter in that custom domain name right here. It will not work until you add it in here. And if you try to add it and click Save, and it says that it can't add it, that most likely means that you either set up the host records, these host records incorrectly, or they just haven't updated yet. So once you change these settings, it's going to take time for the name servers to actually update and propagate around the internet. So once you change these, give it at least an hour before you try adding it. If you're purchasing a brand new domain name, you can skip this setup, and if you go to smugmugdomains.com, you can purchase a domain name directly through here, and it will already be set up to work with your SmugMug site. So that way, once you purchase it, all you have to do is just add your domain name to your account settings here, and it'll work. You won't have to mess with any of the host names. All right, and that is it. And if you try this and it's not working, you can't get it figured out, email the help desk. You can either email them at help@smugmug.com or go to the help pages, and on the right side here it says email our support heroes. And there's a form here to fill out, and this will message us also. And we can help you get that set up. All right, how about next question?
Cool. May as well. Can they add an audio file to a website?
We don't have built-in support for music, but you can, if you can host your music and a player on an external hosting, like through GoDaddy or any web host, you can embed that through advanced customization on your site. The only problem is going to be that when your viewers are changing pages, the music is going to restart each time you go to a new gallery. So it's not going to just be constant music playing. We do support video as well as photos. So if you're looking for maybe adding videos to slideshows, we have, you can just upload that slideshow already created with the videos, and that audio would, of course, play. And we are working with two companies, Animoto and ProShow Web, that you can use to create slideshows yourself. And when you're in a gallery, go to the homepage. When you're logged in and you go to a gallery, so say if these are my client's wedding photos and I want to turn them into a slideshow, when you're logged in, click Buy. You'll see these sections under Owner Buy. And you can do Create a Video. And then it'll take you to Animoto or ProShow Web. With these two services, what you do is you upload your photos to SmugMug once, and then you log into either Animoto or ProShow, and through their interface, they'll grab the photos right from your SmugMug site. You create the slideshow, and then they'll send that finished video directly back to your SmugMug site. So you won't have to worry about uploading your files to them and then downloading their finished video and re-uploading it to your site. It's all that downloading and uploading is done in the background for you.
In fact, there's a question on that now. If they have an Animoto account, can they directly log in from the SmugMug page here and make it from here instead of going into Animoto and then go into the gallery?
You still need to create the video on Animoto, but if you go through this link here under Buy, Create a Video, since you're already a user of Animoto or ProShow, you're not actually buying anything. But just hit the Get Started, and it'll take you directly to their site.
Brilliant. So that automatically accepts that the gallery that you're in is the gallery images that you want to use?
I believe so. It's been a little bit since I've done that, but it should work that way, yes.
Yeah, the usual way that we use the Animoto is actually go into it and then kind of choose the galleries from it or drag and drop the images straight in again. So
yeah, that's generally the way I do it. I log into Animoto, and then my SmugMug's already authorized in there, and then I'll just select the gallery I want to choose the photos from.
Brilliant. Okay, where are we into? So just to clarify for a minute, sorry to jump in and out here, but Carl's answering some more as we're going along, as you can't believe our message board. So I can't use both advanced CSS, the customization, and easy customization. Is that correct?
Well, you can.
I thought you
yes,
could.
You can definitely use both, because I did that here already. What I did with the Easy
Of course you
Customizer
did.
is I added the banner, the navigation, changed some colors. But with Advanced Customizer, I used the second homepage hack, is what we call it, to add the galleries box to its own page. So I've used both on this site already. It's just certain things, like if I added my banner through Advanced Customization and then I add it through Easy Customizer as well, it would show two banners here. So you just have to be careful about when you're using both that you're not
Conflicting.
doing the work on both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the slideshow, while you're here for a minute, that's okay for Mac as well, isn't it? Because it's if it's a non-Flash based.
Oh, definitely. Yep. It's HTML5. So I'm on a Mac right now, and it's running. But you're talking more of iOS. iOS does not. So an iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch, and an iPad, they do not use Flash. But yes, it is an HTML5 or a slideshow, so it will work on any iOS device.